Yes, Nana, you can get started.
Yeah, you can perhaps go full screen on the projection. Yeah. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं चैव ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच Brahmara, would you like to enlarge the screen to full screen effect?
Do that, Nana. 1 minute.
Yeah. Make the screen full screen. That will take care of the text also. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhuya eva mahabaho Shrunu me paramam vachaha Yetteham priyamanaya Vakhyami hita kamyaya Name vidu suraganaha Prabhavam namaharshayah Ahamadirhi devanam Maharshinam cha sarvashah. Leave it as it is. Okay. Yo mam ajam anadim cha veti lokamaheshwaram asammuda samartyeshu sarva papai pramuchyate buddhir jnanam asammohaha. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, correct. Both are together. Buddhir jnanam asammohaha Kshama satyam damashamaha Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo Bhayam cha bhayameva cha Ahimsa samata tushtihi Tapodanam yesho ayashaha Bhavanti bhava bhutanam Matta eva pruthagvidaha Maharshayat sapta purve Chatvaro manavastadha madbhava manasa jata esham lokayima prajaha etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo veti tatvataha sovikambena yogena yujyate natra samshayaha. Yeah. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samanvitaha Machitta madgata pranaha bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te Teshamevanukampadham ahamajnanajam tamaha nashayamyatma bhavastaha jnanadipena bhasvata. Yeah, we'll go to Arjuna maybe little later. We'll go to the fourth or fifth verse, Brahmara. Yeah, fourth. Buddhir jnanam asammoha.
Nana, there are some questions.
Oh yeah. We'll go through the questions first.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 minute. Let me just read the questions. They're not in the group in the link, so I have to read the question to you.
Okay.
Am I audible enough? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. The other day,
question
when I
that
was Brahmara, the other day when I was saying your audio is weak, I must confess that I forgot to have my hearing aids.
Okay. Now it's okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. Malti ji has this question. She says, it is said, if we give dana and dharma, we will come back to reap the harvest. Again, birth and death is not worth. So, does it mean that we should stop giving dana?
No. No. You please make the dana, you please make the dharma and get rid of your kartrutva bhavana. When you get rid of your kartrutva bhavana, then the punya phalam will not get attached to you at all. And dhanam is punitaha. It is having the purifying nature for the mind. So that should not be stopped. Only thing is, when you have given dhanam, don't you advertise that you have given dhanam. When you have given anything to anybody, what you have given is not yours anymore. And that you are in a position to give, it is the glory of Bhagavan. Accept that. Accepting that, understanding that, getting rid of kartrutva bhavana, you will get rid of the punya phala also. If that is your anxiety, it's a good question. Shubha Shubha Palairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi. That was mentioned in the 9th chapter towards the end. Shubha Ashubha Palaihi Evam Mokshase. From these also you will be liberated. Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi. Good question. But get rid of the Kartrutva Bhavana and eliminate the thought that you have given dana.
There is one more question.
Thank the Lord that you were in a position to make dana. Yeah, another question.
Another question here. Bhagavan talks of opposites. He's a pair of opposites. He's there everywhere. In this buddhi jnanama sammohaha kshama satyam damashamaha, etc. He does not say he is ignorance. He says buddhi jnana. He says I'm knowledge, but not ignorance. So is there a reason for that? Because he says sukham dukkham bhavo bhavaha. So yesterday in our manana, we had this, Mrinal had this question where why he doesn't say he's ignorance. He pointed it out.
Asammudaha. See, buddhihi jnanam Asammohaha is there, no? Asammohaha means what? Indirectly, he is devoid of ajnanam. Moha is because of ajnanam. Moha is ajnana janitam. Sammohaha is abundantly ajnana janitam. Asammohaha, he is freed from that ajnana. Ajnana is there, referred. Buddhi jnanam asammohaha.
So although Maya is born from him and Maya is Ajnana Janitam, he is beyond that.
Maya is not Ajnana Janitam. Ajnanam is Maya Janitam.
Correct. Okay. Ajnana is Maya Janitam. Correct. But Maya is an offshoot of Brahma, is Brahmashreya Maya.
Correct.
So he has not mentioned that he is
not mentioned.
He is not mentioned that he is the ignorance factor is not getting clicked over here.
Why? Why should we?
Because
okay,
he's all pairs of opposites. Sukham, Dukkham.
Yeah, I understand. But why should we unnecessarily get stuck for want of ignorance there? In the sloka, for want of ignorance mentioned by Bhagavan, why are we getting stuck? Bhagavan is considering us people who are in a position to chant these verses as asammohaha. He is mentioning that I am the buddhi, I am the jnanam, and this asammohaha, you are getting freed from moha, is also I, kshama, satyam, all these things. Bhavanti bhava bhutanam mattayeva pruthak vidaha. The second verse, second line. Bhavanti bhava bhutanam mattayeva pruthak vidaha. You must be absolutely happy that you are as though getting rid of ajnanam. You must be happy. What I'm saying is, some of you are entertaining some questions which will not be helpful for your progress. Why is not ajnanam mentioned? Why should you have that kind of a doubt at all? Ajnanam is not mentioned because Bhagavan considers you as a progressive jnani, a person in the path of jnana samupajjana. That is a great achievement for you. Why should you keep on searching for ajnanam? You got me?
Yes.
Yeah.
One more question that I have.
Okay.
He says he's everything. He's bhavanti bhava bhutanam. He says sukham dukkham bhavo bhavaha, which means he is there in all the pairs of opposites.
Yes.
And such is the case. Why do we as human beings, dharma wise also, in the beginning, in the Gita introduction,
your question is what?
Swamiji brought the thing that we instinct. Why do we should we gravitate towards the the so-called positive aspects of these pairs of opposites? Naturally, all human beings or everybody, we gravitate. If you are given a choice between sukha dukkha, you of course choose the sukha. You would want to move towards sukha. He's in the pairs of opposites. But my question is, why do we normally move towards the so-called positive? That's again a concept we have in our mind. Positive, negative, it's again a concept, isn't it?
Yes. That's because your mind likes it. Your mind likes sukha. Your mind likes prashanta. Your mind likes being pure. And all these things, attributes of the mind, which are generated by a pure mind, will of course be helpful to you to gain prashantata. Prashantamanasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutam akalmasham. Because these are required for you to be equanimous. Samadukka sukakshami santushta satatam yogi yatatma drudha nishchayaha mayarpita mano buddhihi yo madbhakta same priyaha. All these things will be mentioned in the 12th chapter. What I am saying is, it is the swabhava of the mind to prefer being very peaceful, prefer being very, very happy. Is it not?
Mm.
It is a swabhava. In the 18th chapter again, I'm sorry, I'm quoting 18th chapter almost regularly. 18th chapter is the upasamhara of the entire Gita. It is the kind of summing up of the Gita. Swabhavajena kaunteya. Swabhavajena, because of what is born out of your swabhava. Everybody keeps on doing what they are doing. It is a swabhava of the mind to prefer being happy as against being a dukkhi. It is a swabhava of the mind to be peaceful instead of getting shattered in the mind. It is a swabhava of the mind to, as though, be knowledgeable rather than be ignorant.
Is that
It is
because our innate nature is that of Atma, which is Satchidananda?
correct, correct, very right.
But in that Satchidananda, there are pairs of opposites.
Where are Satchidananda, where are the opposites?
But he says here, Sukham Dukkham Bhavo Bhava.
No. That is because we as Ajnanis, we are swimming all these pairs of opposites. All these pairs of opposites are generated through the contact of the sense organs with the sense objects that we have been experiencing. And the mind discerns. And the great mind, Mahatma means a person who has a very good mind, very, very evolved mind, developed mind. What does he think? Pashyan Shrunvan Sprishan Jigran. The 5th chapter we have seen.
Correct.
Indriyani Indriyadeshu Vartante Parantu Aham na Kinchit Karomi iti Tattvavita Manyeta. That our journey is to progress to that
level.
Yes. It is the nature of the mind.
So Sukha, Dukkha, all the pairs of opposites are because of the contact, the matra, sparshastu kanteya.
Very right.
So,
very
right. Because of the contact of the sense organs with the sense objects, that is when all this starts.
Correct. And that becomes inevitable. Agamapayinaha, anityaha. They are anityaha. They do dukkha does not happen to you all the time.
Correct.
Neither does sukha. That is why Bhagavan says in a number of places, Sama dukkha sukha kshami. Sama dukkha sukha kshami.
So when Bhagavan says he is part of all of these, that means we are generating it, but he is part of it.
Why do you want Bhagavan to be part of your worries?
No, like in this sloka, he says he is in everything, right? Like he says that he's in Dhamma, Sama, Sugam, Dukkam, Bhavo, Bhayam, and all that, right? So
what he's saying, Bhagavan, what he's saying is, if you have got the Mano Nigraha, the mastery of your mind, That is because of my glory. I have given you the capacity to master the mind. And if you are having damaha, Shikshukadi Bahendriya Nigraha, if you have damaha, I have given the potential for that. That is my glory.
Okay, okay.
How well you make use of that, it depends on you.
Okay.
It depends on you. I have given you the capacity to be truthful.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to choose to keep on telling lies,
Yeah.
well, you are very very unwisely using the capacity I had given you.
Okay. So
If
that's
you,
more of
correct.
okay.
If you are having a forgiving nature, Kshama, that is my glory. But if you want to keep on branding everybody as unworthy of your forgiving nature, then that is your problem.
Right. So
That
when
is where self-effort, self-will comes in. The free
Yes,
will comes in there.
right.
yes, yes.
So when people think when something difficult times comes to somebody's life, then they say, oh, why God gave me this and all this. But
Very
he's
right.
not giving that, I'm not
Hmm,
sure that,
very right.
yeah.
You know
Okay.
what? In the
Mhm.
Maha, I'll give you an example of what all Bhagavan has given to say two people, specifically two people in the Mahabharata, in the Sabha Parva, when the Rajasuya Yaga was going on,
Yeah.
Sahadeva, who is the youngest of the Pandavas, Sahadeva wants to know through Bhishmacharya as to who is worthy of the first puja, Prathama puja in
Yeah.
the Rajasuya Yaga, Yudhishthira's Prathama puja. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the first worship, it is offered to the best of the people who have assembled there. This Sahadeva as the youngest of the Pandavas, and Bhagavan has given Sahadeva the buddhi.
Yeah.
He given him the jnana to be discriminative, and also that discrimination made him seek the answer from the oldest of the
Yeah.
apostles.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful wisdom. That
Yes.
wisdom was given to Sahadeva, who is the youngest of the lot. Now, there comes when Bhishmacharya says, there is nobody worthy of this first worship than Bhagavan Krishna. Then Yudhishthira starts offering the Prathama Puja to him. Then what happens? One king comes there. Who is that king? That king is related to Krishna Bhagavan. And that fellow keeps, you know the name of that person?
Sisbala, right?
Shishupala, very right. And the Shishupala was given adequate buddhi and jnanam by the same Bhagavan. And that fellow keeps on rebuking Bhagavan at no end. And Bhagavan warns him, hey, you are exceeding your limits. And when he does rebuke Bhagavan the 100th time, then his head is nicely severed by the Vishnu Chakra. The Vishnu Chakra has simply knocked off the head of Shishupala. Incidentally, I think if I remember right, Dr. Brahmara only asked me, what is the name of that Vishnu Chakra? Okay?
Isn't it Sudarshana?
It is Sudarshana. Yeah, that is the name. Sudarshana. Sudarshana is given because when you are scared of the Vishnu Chakra coming against you, you prostrate to that. You prostrate to that, and that is what Maharshi Durvasa failed to do, and that Sudarshana kept on chasing him right through. You must know the antecedents of this Sudarshana Chakra, the Vishnu Chakra, how it came about. Some of you may be knowing already. What happened is, this deity Surya, sun god, had one wife, and that wife's name is what?
Suruchi, is it? No, not Suruchi.
Not Suruchi. It's occurring in my mind, but it's not coming out through the tongue.
Suhrun.
Yeah, that is. It starts with Sa only. Okay, some lady.
Chaya?
No. That is later entry. The Chaya is
Sandhya.
not Sandhya. It's almost.
Suhrun antondi Bela.
No, not Suhrit. Okay, she is the daughter of one of the Prajapatis. She is the daughter of Twashta, who is a Prajapati. Okay, Twashta is the Deva Silpi, kind of. Deva Silpi. Like Maya was the Silpi of the Rakshasas, Danava Silpi. Twashta is the Deva Silpi. She is the daughter of that Twashta. And she was given in marriage to this Surya Deva. Surya Deva, brilliance. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibuddhasvena karmana. And he has no control. His swabhava is to be brilliant, very hot, and very effulgent, etc. Now, Chaya Devi, no, Sanjya Devi. Saugnya, her name is Saugnya Devi, not Sanjya Devi, okay? That she venerates Surya Deva, but she was unable to withstand the heat, brilliance, and things like that. And after having begotten a number of children, one amongst them is Yamadharmaraja, okay? One amongst them, Yamadharmaraja. She creates a chaya of her, a shadow of her, and she had the ability to give prana to that chaya, that shadow. And she is the Chaya Devi, like one of you said, and tells her, hey, you substitute for me, okay? And keep on serving Surya Deva. I am unable to withstand his brilliance. I am going to my father's place. She goes away. When she goes away, Twashta says, hey, what is this? You have come here forsaking your husband. Then she explains this. Then he says, I will have nothing to do with you. I will not honor such of those ladies who have forsaken their husbands. And for this kind of a reason, you have come away. You go back to your husband. She, you know what she does? She does not have the courage to go back to Surya Deva. She turns herself into a mare. A mare is what? A female horse. And keeps on roaming in the Himalayan forest. Then, in course of time, Surya Deva initially thought this Chaya is indeed the Samgya Devi, and keeps on being with her. And he has begotten on her Shani Deva also. Shanishchara. You must have heard Shanishwara's name, Shanaihichara. His walking is very, 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 very slow. Shanaihi, Uparamet, Buddha, Dhruti Gruhitaya.
That's why he takes 7 years to go.
Slowly. Slowly. Yeah, okay. Shanaishcharaha. And he is also called Shanishwaraha. Right? Now, what happens is Yamadharmaraja, as though gets gets some doubt whether this Chaya Devi is treating him and his associates born to Sanya Devi, as well as she is treating her own offsprings. Then he kind of abuses her. This kind of a thing Surya Deva comes to know. When he comes to know, he demands Chaya as to who she indeed is. Then she had to reveal. She reveals and vanishes. Okay. Now Surya Deva goes to Tvashta, his father-in-law. When he goes there, this Tvashta also was unable to withstand the brilliance of Surya Deva. This is where your Sudarshana Chakra has begun. Right? Your Sudarshana has begun here. And this Tvashta, because he is the Deva Silpi, he puts the Surya Deva on a big, huge lathe and, takes chunks and chunks of his brilliance away and makes that into the Sudarshana Chakra. Those bits and pieces are made into the Vishnu Chakra. That is the origin of this Vishnu Chakra. It is a conglomerate of all pieces of Surya Deva, and to reduce his brilliance, then Surya Deva relents. He goes looking for Sanya Devi. When he goes there, he sees a mare in the Himalayas, and he knows, because he has the divinity in him. He picks up that she is indeed Sanya Devi, and he turns himself into a horse. And these two, they keep on roaming in the Himalayan forest and enjoy life. And the result is Ashwini Devas. The Ashwini Devatas were born to a horse and a mare. Okay. And I thought I will mention to you regarding Sudarshana Chakra. This Brahmana asked me quite some time back. Anyway, good questions were asked by you people, ladies. Buddhihi jnanam asammohaha kshama satyam damashamaha sukam dukkam bhavo abhavaha bhayam cha abhayameva cha. Actually, I'm going back to the 18th chapter. That swabhava jena kaunteya nibuddhasvena karmana. You will be bound by your swabhava, Arjuna. You will be bound. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddaha. You are totally bound. Nibaddasvena karmana. Kartum nechasi yen mohat. Because of your deluded thinking, distorted vision of life. Kartum na ichasi. If you consider that you will not fight. Kartum nechasi yen mohat. Karishyasi. You shall fight. Avashaha apitat. Without any control on yourself, you shall fight, because it is your swabhava to fight. Swabhava jena kaunteya. If this can answer that question which was raised by both Brahmara and another lady, as to why these pairs of opposites and we are picking only the good ones, it is your swabhava. Thank God you are not picking bad ones. If you are picking bad ones, you will not be studying the Gita at all. Gita has given you the study of the Gita has recognized you as a qualified student. Ahimsa, samata, tushti, tapaha, danam, yashaha, ayashaha, bhavanti bhava bhutanam, mattayeva pruthak vidaha. All these things happen from out of me only. Mattayeva pruthak vidaha. See, there is a beautiful saying. The seeds of a huge plant, huge tree, the seeds of a huge tree are capable of making huge trees again and again and again. Is it not? Take the banyan tree.
Yes.
At the feet of the banyan tree, thousands and thousands of those seeds. And each one of those seeds is a huge banyan tree, a potential banyan tree. That is what we are all. Buddhihi jnanam asammohaha kshama satyam dama shamaha sukam dukkam bhavaha abhavaha ahimsa samata tushtihi tapaha danam yashaha ayashaha bhavanti bhava bhutanam mattayeva pradhagvidaha. From out of me only all these things happen. From out of me only. If we are able to understand what Bhagavan is saying, that is his glory. That is the buddhi that he has given us. He has given us the capacity to utilize the buddhi, which is resulting in jnanam. The effect of good buddhi is what? Jnanam. All these things are happening because of the glory of Bhagavan. And
In the previous chapter, Bhagavan has said that though I am created all this, I am not present in those. Isn't it?
in the sense, you are right. In the sense, in the midhya rupena, I am not there. From your satya rupena, which is you and I are same. Your form, name, fame, I am not.
Yes.
Earlier, in the 9th chapter, I think, 9th chapter towards the end, Bhagavan has said, Teshu te mayi. Teshu te mayi, which is that verse? Yeah. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite. Mayite, this is the 29th verse of the 9th chapter. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite. Mayite means what? They are in me. Mayite. Who are those? Who are those? Ye bhajanti. Ye bhajanti. Whoever worships me adequately. Okay. Ananya bhaktyena. Yo bhajanti. Bhaktya. Mayite. Then it doesn't stop. Teshu chapi aham. Aham. I am also in them. I am also in them. This is another Mahavakya. This is the Jiva Paramatma Aikyam. This is propounding. Mayite teshu chati aham. I am in them, they are in me. Where is the difference between Jiva and Paramatma? Where is the difference? Only thing is, the difference will last as long as the Jiva is swallowed by ignorance, or as long as Jiva does not heed Paramatma's words of wisdom. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite teshu chapi aham. I am the same in all beings. There is no one I dislike, nor do I have a favorite. Now, can we not be like that? Can we not be like Bhagavan? There is no one I dislike. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. Samaha moham. My attachment to everybody is alike. Nor do I have a favorite. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. Name dveshyaha asti na priyaha. Neither do I hate anybody, nor is it that I love anybody excessively. But those who seek me with devotion exist in me, and I am in them. What a pronouncement. This is a Mahavakya. Aham Brahmasmi, Tat Tvam Asi. Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, all those things are kind of grouped together in this. They exist in me and I am in them. When he is saying that, why are we not heeding what Bhagavan is saying? Why can't we just be like him? There is no one I dislike, but at the dawn of the day, we start disliking almost everybody we come across. Why? There's no one I dislike. Name dveshostina priyaha. There is no dveshya yogyaha for me. There is no person who is worthy of my dvesha. Na priyaha. Not that I fall in love with somebody. Even my very, very great bhakta, I don't fall in love. But as per the rule I have created, I shall honor his bhakti. I shall honor his bhakti. Whatever phala he is desiring, I shall award, I shall give. I am the same in all beings. Are we the same in respect to all beings? We are excessively dear to our own children and unnecessarily develop hatred to others. Others are also Bhagavan. Teshu chapi aham, Bhagavan is saying, I am in them. When he is in them, whoever you are disliking, hating, you are hating Bhagavan. You are hating Bhagavan, who is giving you all this wisdom. Why are you doing that unnecessarily? Why are you doing that very foolishly? Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Dukrun Karane Nahi Rakshate. That should not be forgotten. Govindam Bhaja, as long as the Yavat Pavano Nivashiti Dehe, Tavat Pruchiti Kushalam Gehe, Gatavati Vayo Deha Paye, Bharya Bibhyati Tasmin Kaye. As long as this motor that keeps on pumping in and out the oxygen and carbon dioxide, as long as the lungs are functioning, okay, people will keep on inquiring, how are you, good morning, good evening, good night, bye bye. And gatavati vayo, when this oxygen or carbon dioxide for the last time they exit the body, gatavati vayo deha apaye, bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Even the very dear wife who venerated that body during his lifetime, she also trembles to go very near that body. Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. We should absorb these very, very dearly to our system. Then only the jnanam will turn out to be aparoksha jnanam. Till then, it is only an input to our ego, which is already inflated. And
This samatva bhavana that it talks of in verse 29, that is in the backdrop, it has to be there, but you use your viveka. Like Krishna himself used his viveka to knock off Shishupala when he reached his full limit of
because he is wedded to adharma ways of life.
Correct.
And
So
Bhagavan in the 4th chapter has said what? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanadhaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
Correct.
Between what Bhagavan has said and what he has done, there is no difference at all. What he has said, he has done. What he said he will do, he has done.
So
And
that viveka should be there when you have the samatva bhavana. It is, although for him Shishupala and Sahadeva are the same, for him, he had to use his viveka and take whatever steps he took in order to protect dharma. So that becomes, that is a priority there.
That is one. Secondly, this Shishupala was cursed. At the time of birth itself, he was cursed. He was born with some irregularities of the limbs. Okay. And Shishupala is Kitaya's aunt's son. And the Akashvani or whatever has said the Shishupala will die in the hands of that person who, after fondling this baby, will get Shishupala out of the irregularity of the limbs. And when Krishna and Balarama go there to their auntie, and the auntie gives the Shishupala to Balarama, nothing happens, gives to Kitaya, and the irregularity vanishes. Then the aunt begs Krishna, hey, this is what Akashvani said, please protect my son. Then Krishna says, how can I go against what is already destined? But I will give you a promise. I will protect him till he has done his 100th defective talk. When he curses me, when he keeps on abusing me, I will protect him till the 100th rebuke. Afterwards, what Akashvani said will happen. That is number one. Number two, he is, the Shishupala is in the previous Janma, Ravana. And the earlier Janma, he was Hiranyakashipa. These three sets of Rakshasas, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipa, Ravana Kumbhakarna, Shishupala Dantavaktra. These are the three generations of those Rakshasas who were cursed by the Sanaka Sanandana, the rishis. And they had begged Krishna, they had begged Vishnu at that time in the Vaikuntha Loke or wherever, as per the Puranas, to please protect us. Then Bhagavan says, hey, the rishis have cursed you, that you will be in the Bhuloka for 10 janmas. But I will request them to please amend that to 3 janmas, provided you will be my sworn enemies. Either you will be my sworn enemies for 3 janmas and then come back to me, or be my bhaktas for 10 janmas and then come back to me. Then they prefer being his sworn enemies for 3 janmas so that they can get back to Bhagavan's feet very, very early. That is how. So because of these two, this is what happened. Yeah. Like I said, when we go to Vibhuti Yoga, we will enter the Puranic lore.
We've already entered Puranas.
We will enter the Puranic lore. There's nothing wrong in the Puranas. What I'm saying is, see, the Vedas, they have given the wherewithal for dharmic life for us. They have told us what is to be done, what is to be avoided. And afterwards, when we have grown to an extent, what else we have to do? What else we have to do? And how to get rid of this janana marana samsara? How to get rid of? Then the Vedanta, towards the end of the Vedas, the Upanishads came, and they have given us the knowledge as to how we can extricate ourselves And that knowledge is in abundance in the Gita. Sarvopanishado gavaha dogdha gopalanandanaha Pardho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham gitamrutam mahat. Dugdham gitamrutam mahat. It is simply chanting the verses, no use. Dugdham gitamrutam mahat. That we must kind of, what is that management jargon? You must internalize. Management jargon, internalize. I don't know what that means, internalize. We have to live that. Gita is not just for knowing. Gita is for living. You have to live every word of Gita. Buddhihi jnanam asammoha kshama satyam damashamaha sukham dukkham bhavo abhavaha bhayam cha abhayameva cha. Abhayam. And when will you be fearless? When you are the greatest of devotees of Kitaya, you are absolutely fearless. You're absolutely fearless. In the Hanuman Chalisa, there is one verse that says, as long as you are there, where is the worry for me? Where is the bhayam for me? I forgot that verse. Okay? Like that, when Bhagavan Krishna is our protector, buddhihi jnanam asammohaha kshama satyam damashamaha bhayam cha abhayameva cha. I am the abhayam for you. Okay? I am the fearlessness in you. Don't you worry. Ananyas chintayanto mam. But these are the things you are required to do. Ananyaha chintayantaha mam. Ye jana paryupasate. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. That occurs in this Vibhuti Yoga. We have chanted that at 10th or 11th verse that. So ahimsa samata tushtihi tapaha danam yasho ayeshaha bhavanti bhava bhutanam mattayeva prudhagvidaha. This indirectly Bhagavan is telling us, hey, I am in you in these forms. Why don't you recognize me? Whenever you have the thought of not hurting anybody, understand it is my glory that is manifesting through you. Then how is it I am far away from you? I am so near to you. I am so very near to you. I am you. Mayite teshu chapi aham. In them I am. They are in me. Mayite samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosya na priyaha. Ye bhajanti tumam bhakya mayite. What a pronouncement. Mayite teshu chapi aham. Okay, now looks like yesterday we're stuck at the 4th and 5th verses. Nothing wrong, it's okay. See, I'll tell you more, pardon my saying so, more than in the 12th chapter, which is called Bhakti Yoga. The Bhakti related topics are many in both the 10th and 11th chapters. And some of those are here. Maharshaya sapta purve chatvaro manavastatha madbhava manasa jataha esham loka ima prajaha. We just have another 3-4 minutes. I think we'll cover this tomorrow. If any other reasonably good doubts are there, we will cover those. Why I'm saying reasonably good doubts is, yesterday or day before somebody asked, there is a person who is very ethical, but he does not have any belief in the Shastra, no guru for him, no belief in the God, no deity that he worships. What happens to his gati? Kam gatim Krishna gacchati? Arjuna asked. But Arjuna asked a relevant question. Ayatihi Shraddhayopeto. Shraddha is what? Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Vishwasaha Shraddha. That person who has the Shraddha, but who has not succeeded in his efforts during his lifetime, Ayatihi Shraddhayopeto Yoga Chalita Manasaha. He has been as though disturbed from his pursuits of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, Nididhyasana Yoga, all these things in trying to reach you, Bhagavan. Yoga Chalita Manasaha, Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim. Yoga Samsiddhi is moksha. Unable to gain that, Kam Gatim Krishna Gacchati. That is a very, very reasonable question coming from the prince of the times then. Ayatihi Shraddhayopeto. This person who was referred to in yesterday or day before question, he did not have the Shraddha in the Shastra. He did not have Shraddha in the Guru. He did not have any Shraddha in the existence of Bhagavan. That person, he is very, very ethical, very well behaved, very good, very good. He makes a wonderful citizen of that country in which he is living. Apart from that, nothing else. Apart from that, nothing else, because he has no thought of knowing who he is. When he does not entertain any query regarding who he is, even Bhagavan cannot help. Kam gatim Krishna gacchati. There is no gati. He will have to go through the Janana Marana Pravaha. There's no other way. Yeah. From that point of view, what I am saying is, reasonably good questions means we should not worry about such persons. And you must be happy that you have come across a person who is otherwise very, very good, very dharmic, very ethical, non-hurting, and very good to converse with, good to make friends with. All those things are beautiful. Kam gatim Krishna gacchati need not be entertained as a question. That's what I am submitting. Please don't misunderstand me for this, because your time would better be spent on entertaining questions which will be helpful to you in your progress in life. Right. We're almost there, time-wise. All right. So, Hari Om, everybody. Remember, Brahmara, we have to get back to 5th verse again tomorrow, which we shall, and no problem. And I'll tell you what, when we enter the verse number some 20 or so, okay, when Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Ahamatma Gudakesha, Sarva Bhuta Shayasthitaha, Ahamadistya Madhyam Cha Bhutana Mantayevacha. From then on, it is like simply cutting through butter. The entire Vibhuti Yogam will be like a cakewalk. It's very, very, the verses are kind of self-explanatory. I am this, I am that, I am that, I am that. Devarshinam cha Naradaha. What else you want to know? Amongst the Devarshis, I am Narada. Ucheshravam Ashwanam. I am the Ucheshravam amongst the horses. What else you want to know? You may like to know the origin of the Ucheshravam. That is when I said we are likely to enter the Puranic lore. Yeah, which we will. It's okay. Depending on the context, we will. Hari Om. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschet Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om, Nana. Thank
Hari
you.
Om.
धन्यवाद जी. हरि ओम.
Hari Om.